All right, thanks for following, guys. If you're here and you're not know what's going on, I am talking about my life and why I'm shifting a little bit in my life to do more things that I wasn't able to do before. And one of them was travel. And I came across this amazing subscription that I have to share, and there's so many benefits for it. But it started making me reflect on how I got here. Like, why I didn't do all of this in my younger years. Part of it is I was, working so much, and I had a lot of trials and tribulations going on in my life, which made me a very, very work oriented person. So all I did was work, work, work. And during that time, I mean, I was married. My first marriage didn't end well at all. I got 3 beautiful children out of it, but it didn't end well, which put a lot of walls up around me, which made me work more because I had to work more until I met my current husband. And he was so patient. He actually like broke down that wall, and he showed me that this is what marriage is supposed to be like. And I mean, don't get me wrong, marriage is not all fairy tale versions like the real ones that we see. This, we built our marriage early mornings, late nights, conversations, half asleep at the kitchen counter, the kind where love isn't loud, right? Nobody's fighting. It was steady, where we committed to showing up, packing up lunches, sharing school calendars to make sure everybody was on track, holding the line down when everything was feeling heavy. Marriage taught us that, love isn't just about a feeling, it's about choosing again and again. But children did change everything. We rearranged and put our own priorities, our own sleep, our own sense of time. We measured our life in years, not by a calendar anymore. We didn't have a lot of things planned, for those milestones. Those milestones turned it into, their first steps, their first heartbreak, those first moments, that you realize that they don't need you anymore. And somehow we still carry that pride and we worry in the same breath. You want better for them, so we made it easier for them, softer roads, let them know that they can still build their own strength and, be a good part of our lives as things change. So you walk the fine line between protecting them or letting them go, between guidance and trust. And then when that happens, then comes the grandkids. We have a second chance at that love, that feeling lighter and heavier all at once. You adore them to death with a depth that you didn't know that you still had possible. Their laughter fills places in your life. And I find that, with that being said, that trigger of me taking control took over again. But it wasn't the responsibility that disappeared. It was just a shift. It showed me who I was again, to help again, to worry again, because love didn't retire with my kids. It was just a seasonal change for me. This is pride in watching another generation grow. I am exhausted in different ways, but I'm needed. Joy to me is the family dinners, a weight in being one who holds everything together again. I'm still doing it. I'm not going to lie. You become the glue without even being asked. That steady persistence and, that soft place for even them to land. The one who's going to remember the birthdays, the notices when something's feeling off. It's in my nature to step in when things fall apart. And no one really sees how heavy that can still be. Love, like real love, asks a lot. It doesn't clock out. It doesn't take sick days. It doesn't wait, until you need that rest day. It shows up in the middle of your own overwhelming day. One more thing, one more person needs you. And we carry it anyways. And it has affected me. And I'm trying to let it go, because this is what I was meant to do. Because this is who I am. And even in those days that I am tired to the bone, even if I'm wondering if I'm even holding it all together, your body will soon tell you that you need to slow down. This feeling that I get sometimes doesn't feel like gratitude. It's all the emotions all woven into one. Gratitude for some people, for them, they're just basing it off the memories that was built for them. Love gives, family takes, and somehow you keep finding room for both. So this chapter isn't about it all figured out. It's about carrying it all